I used to resent my father for all the shit we went through. Moms went to school, pops worked day and night. We used to nearly pay the bills, I was never the golden knight. Maybe that's why my dad said, I barely know my son. They caught me up with an ounce. Goddamn, I felt the pain followed by the hate. Shit, when I looked into his eyes, my brother used to slang my dimes. Who would've knew I would stay all those fights, all those cold nights. I used to cry myself to sleep at times. I know it gets rough. Mama, if I pray today, my life was fading away at such a younger age. Filled with this rage, I began to say, is this heaven or hell? I thought I knew it all till I fell into his arms. I didn't mean no harm, yet I'm left with all these scars. Paranoia hit me by surprise, it was all a lie. My past made me who I am today. Never was afraid to say what I gotta say. Some people are quick to judge, I swear to God, I'll never hold a fucking grudge. Cockroaches where I laid, rats behind the fridge. My mind was off the grid, I wish I didn't have to go that route, but I have to keep going with this potion. Gonna get the flowing, gonna get to token. I'm motivating myself, give the beat. If I don't know how to bleed, then I don't pick the fit. Get it twisted, and then we gon' keep on spitting off the dome, nigga. I don't condone, but I'm about to get on it. Nigga, jump, I'm on it. Now I'm about to reach for the top. Ain't no dropping me from that. I should grab my fucking gat, start aiming in my head, because you know I only got one chance to live, one chance to live. Yo, and be yourself, be yourself. We gotta keep flowing, we gotta keep pushing, and we gotta keep pushing. Yo, fuck all that giving the yap and shit, you know? Keep doing what you gotta do, fuck what they gotta say. If you wanna trust us, then put your L in the hand and spark up, cause you know we blazing up. Yeah. So tell me why. So tell me why. Check. Angel. Yo. Yo. When I see them tears fall from your face, that made me feel another way. Never wanna see that face again, unless the tears of joy. I'd rather greet you with my time and passion. If this was a race, I'll be in the winning place. You could say I'd say the same thing. Now I'm going my own route. I don't know how to explain what you're doing to me. I'm trying to get it by twice. Now I'm about to do this shit to me, nigga. And I ain't ever gonna play the bigger figure, but you know I got your heart, even if I don't start on my career. But I'm gonna go for the top. You ain't never gonna stop, yo. You ain't never gonna stop. Keep pushing till you hit your fucking goals. We gon' keep the give and go, yo.
I reflect from your
It's like
shadow. It is more than I thought could exist. You move through the room like breathing was easy. If someone believed
check,
they would be as in love with you as I am.
drop it,
They would be as in love with you as I am.
drop it.
They would be as in love with you as I am. They would be in love, love, love.
So tell me why I put myself in these hurtful situations. I was stating how we became more than just friends. In a couple of months, I swear to God, this feeling only comes around once. But y'all two different people with the same ways. Just the other day, you crossed my mind. I gotta stop wasting time when I look into your eyes. I was mesmerized. We don't need to get hot. You my ride or die. I understand. I'm glad I'm still in your life. Only getting stronger. You told me your secrets. I told you all of mine. I feel your pain. I still feel like I'm lost. I gain an angel from above. Seeing you smile is a blessing, but I'm still stressing. Hey, thinking about the wrong. We still get along. Been through so much. Handful of problems. You say get them, so I got it. Yo.
I reflect from your shadow. It is more than I thought could exist.
Yeah.
You move through the room like breathing was someone believed me, they would be as in love with you as I am. They would be as in love with you as I am. They would be as in love with you as I am. They would be in love, love, love.
Jack.
Dungeon Sec, Master Splinter,
Yo, Dungeon Sec.
West Coast.
Dungeon Sec.
Yo, yo.
Game Stone.
I gotta reminisce about the bad things I did. Get
Yeah.
low, it's a drive-by kid driving with no license. Where'd you find this? Alphabetized on my, I guess that's why they call him master. For guns, laser swords for all my team. Get reversed, you're all fresh meat. I did it again. I'm trying to feel the force, my friend. Until the end, getting physical over 9,000 ways to die. Genius with the palm technique, deadly physique, battleship, get ready to sing. Destructo disc, decapitating, trying to outlast everything and crown the king. There's no escape when you battle me, it's robbery, so hurry. I got 20/20 vision, but blood smoke got it blurry. 21,000 times gravity, the dark side, why even bother? Tell my children, yes I am your father.
Jack.
You don't know, represent, couldn't make it without my mother. Reconstructing my flow, true equality, the path I walk. Pay rap and just talk the talk, got them jaws like a shark. Give me hard, but I'll take the blow. Your weekend, you know, realize.
Coast.
So gentle with the fist, you don't wanna end up on my list, end up getting buried quick. Eternal, the words I spit, spell it backwards, got my tips. Fuck this shit, getting rich brick by brick.
Am I living in a dream? I got no love for my enemies. Change this topic of discussion for the best of me, communicated with my soul. Are you fearing me? Dear God, what have I become? Am I welcome to the future? Nobody wanna fuck with me. Drive me crazy by the way you fucking speak. All I got is memories in the back of my mind. I gotta stop wasting time. Shit, when I look into your eyes, I was fucking mesmerized, but we could put times. We could just look at the good times we had together. I'm about to be in it under the weather. Hear what I say. And we from Cudahy.
We're living in a world where money makes sense. The poor feed the rich and the rich make a mess.
Yeah.
They treat us like animals and keep us in a cage.
Blah,
They keep
blah.
us at a distance when the only thing we're guilty of is following their ignorance.
Yeah.
We're seen as fools. We're expected to play by the rules. They always lie and tell us to work hard while our sweat turns to steam. They're sitting on their asses. Yeah. Dungeon Sec.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Yo.
We are the leaders of the free world, but so much shit happens that doesn't make sense. It just makes my head swirl. Human beings go hungry in the streets, and we're more concerned about which movie comes out next week. We're hooked in and brainwashed by the media. We put our faith in them to point out who the villains are, but they're owned by the fiends who control what we see and who sell the image of democracy. Why is it okay to violate human rights overseas? We all need to wake up from the nightmare that is the American dream. Do anything for a buck, but I'm here spitting these words because I do give a fuck. We are the leaders of a free world, that's why we need to do everything we can to protect it. Otherwise we leave our kids a damn world to inherit. We spend our more time sending kids to jail than we do sending them to college. There's no wonder we get paid $9 an hour when so many people lack the knowledge. We deserve better, we're coming for the cheddar. We're gonna make your head swirl, we are the leaders of the free world.
Check it out.
They said once upon a time, but I'm truly tired of all these lies, so rise up and shout, cause master show you what it's really about. Nothing's fair, reality can't seem to bear, so atomic like the bond girl with just my mom. Gotta break some rules and drop you fools. I'm headed for the heavens, catch me posted at your local 7-Eleven. There's no power without the people, against me there's no equal freedom of speech. Mine isn't dark and deep, I hand it out so you can reach. Iron Man, war machine, smoking blunts with the feet. Outstanding mentality, mix it up like chemistry. Killing viciously, remember me is all I have to say. Catch me rolling L's full of green every day. Motion, blunts in rotation. Take some notes, cause we about to rock the boat. Trying to take me for a fool, you're a fool. End up getting used like a tool. Giving y'all chills, consider me cool. Yeah, well, I gather up my laser beams. Yeah, you like cream. Yeah, you know what's up. West Coast, we bring it and we're about to erupt. And this shit you know, yeah, we're never corrupt.
Yeah. She just want me to better my day. I smoke the hate, yes indeed, we blaze the case. My mind is like the maze, don't stop me now. I'm going at my own pace, I don't hesitate to reply. I watch my back when I'm holding the 22 deuce. You acting like you're holding the juice. Why did it have to be like this? Living that life that's dug. So drugs to even stealing from my own mother. I hustle, I do my thing, even if it means going to school. I make it happen, even though you gotta get high. So much time on my mind. Now I gotta think twice before I gotta see the depth of my eyes. Look between the dark fucking skies. But I'm just giving away, couldn't give it away. To the river, no way, I gotta step in the game. And it's the West Coast, but yeah. And we gon' keep on going. And it's the West Coast. You know we the best coast. We the fucking best coast. And we the fucking West Coast. So put your W in the air. And put your hands like you just don't care. And do it like you just don't fucking care. Yeah. Check. We the bad boys. We the bad boys. You don't wanna fuck with us. We bust cash, blast a nigga in the face just to react. Flat on the floor. Yeah, hold the door, run, we coming after you. Fuck the police, we buck them too. We throw slugs at you. We don't need a car to crew. I could take y'all one by one. My flow is too real. Pop the gun like a bubble gum. Yes, I know it's stung. If I don't succeed, originator forte. Stingray all around your city. Don't act like you know me, cause I don't know you. If I catch you walking past two, don't think I won't do nothing to you. And we the fucking bad boys. So where you gonna run? We bust the fucking gun. So we gonna get it long. Pass the bong now. Pass the bong.
Yo, you already know what path I'ma take, and it's not a mistake. It's Master here, and he shook up the place. The top ace, you know right here, and I'm winning the race. And right here, and I'm winning with the pace. And like the Pacers when I'm playing basketball, and I'm not ready to fall. I'm here to take it all the money, all the fame, and I'm just taking the game. I'm putting it back, and I'm ready to attack. Nigga, I be jumping up, down like Shaq. I be dunking every day. You know my city, I grew up, born and raised, cut a hay. But I'm about to speak from the soul, and I'm about to take the toll. I be putting rappers in coffins, yeah, I don't even fold.
Attack, attack, here comes a Mongol trying to resuscitate the track. I radiate that confidence that other people love to hate. Even black cats don't cross my path cause they fear my wrath. Coming straight out of Cali, the sunshine state that is so great, there's no debate. It's like my rhyme is under quarantine cause whatever you spit can't come anywhere near it. I think it's time I exit the scene before things get obscene and you see things you wish you never seen. Yeah, see I don't mean to be mean, but I need to let out with a head full of steam, and it helps to rage against the machine. Yeah, common sense is rare to find, but it helps to smoke a bolt to let your mind unwind. Till I get to the top, you know that I will never cease. And I know these bitches want them, but I just blow them off like the ashes on my piece.
Hey, let me represent. Hey, let me represent. I'm speaking of the death. I hold the title, I ain't suicidal. I burn the fucking evidence. I got to be about my stilo. I'm taking the throne as I get blown. Marijuana, we smoke, so don't choke. I may be grown, but I'm still about the people. Look inside the black door, don't know what to expect. Think about the bullshit so I don't get stressed. Reflection in the water, make it go the distance. Go lace up your laces, gotta pass the fucking basics. Hit you in the face, straight out the dungeon. I gotta dissect and dilate everything in my way. The cops try to pull me over, I gotta run the other way. Can't you see these illusions?
It's Dungeon Code when pistols explode.
West
Posted
Coast.
at a liquor store, choreographed ready to show. The many
Coast.
possibilities still left in the flow. Yeah, no corruption, it's just an assumption that the master's gonna say. And it's not my way, so I was born to stay. Yeah, my mother always has me by her chest, cause that's where her heart stays. Yeah, they call it home, and I'm about to take my throne. And I'm about to take all my homies off the block. And we ain't smoking rocks. We just understand me like Pokemon when I'm picking Brock. I got that onyx, yeah, you know I'm not on phonics. My vocabulary's kinda scary, like Larry. When you're paying your cable, kinda scary.
It's kinda scary. My vision getting blurry. Yeah. Check it out. But just say, get in my go, get in my go, get in my go, get in my go. Check. Get it set. Enlighten me.
Yo, yo, yo.
Check.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Master Splinter, and I ain't got no flu.
So come my way, we gonna represent for the K.
Yo, shout out to the homie Soraya. You know I ain't a liar.
Yeah.
When I'm spitting the lines, it's straight
Yeah.
fire. From the shop, I got my crops. I ain't ready to stop. Understand me when I'm chasing the cops. They ain't chasing me cause I'm finally free. Yeah, like your local library, I got my books. Understand me, that's all it took. Masters right here understanding this shit. And I'm ready to equip. Got my sword on my back. And you know you want some. But I ain't got a gun cause I'll cut you down just for fun. Yeah, I could get really specific about what we're gonna do. And you know right here, Pokemon, Yellow Pikachu.
I've been through hell and back. I should probably reconstruct my stilo, trying to drop a fucking kilo. And if I gotta put this fate on my life, I spit the game. Now I got fireballs for all my rhymes. I'm spending time perfecting my lines. These emotional thoughts got me thinking twice. Will I risk my life? Shit with murder on my mind. Gamble with my life, I know I gotta pay the price. Mama telling me to pray to God. It's another homicide. Don't need no gun to prove who I am and who I'm gonna be. I'm from the West Coast. Catch me around Venice Beach. Blunt after blunt, tell me what's it gonna be. 40 ounces of brew, holla till I die. I was down to ride. Yeah, and I was down to ride. So we should take
Chasing
some
pussy
ride.
down like a cheetah. Got my hair looking like Vegeta. My bitch gets out of line. I probably have to beat her. Got some other nigga thinking he knows how to treat her. Yeah, I don't really go blow for blows. And I don't really beat no hoes. And there ain't really no other nigga. But I'll tell you what there is. A gun in my hand. Watch me pull the trigger. This rap is more outdated, worse than expired milk. I was gonna throw it out, but then I turned it to silk. Everyone stood in awe as they watched what I built. I'm gonna tear it down cause I can't live with the guilt. Yeah, there was a prophecy that foretold of my coming. I'm here to save the world and other people from drowning. I'm gonna build an ark and head for the moon. Gotta get off of this planet cause it's dying soon. Yeah, ready to make a bigger impact than the Manhattan Project. Rolling up blunts and lighting them up faster than a rocket. Yeah, want the whole world to see me. Yeah.
Yo. Rocking Optimus Prime, you know it's my time. I ain't going to jail, and you know my words are frail, cause they ain't weak. I just speak, I just take everything I see. And you know my shit went backwards, cause you know I'm finally free. And you know the destroyer, understand me, I ain't folding. I'm standing when I told you that the shit is just eroding.
Check. Shit's been getting crazy lately. I've been thinking we should go somewhere, maybe to a place where Kings Lake. If not, we can hit the city of LA. We stay blazing, dizzy off the brain jet. Who's next in line? They be saying crazes. Nationwide, make peace, not war. If I lift up with my crew, all of a sudden these boys that are in blue are killing my people. Is this what God meant by all men are equal? Hit you in the face, nigga, you a disgrace. So we gon' keep on playing this tune like
when I bring it to the shadows, Patchy's where you at. Understand me when we rolling down the street, I ain't got no gas.
Dungeon Sec.
Understand me like
Dungeon
a baseball
Sec.
bat, I hate to run.
Dungeon Sec.
Understand me, 'cause
Dungeon
you know
Sec.
I'm finally having fun.
West. West Coast. Yo, da na na na. Na 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 na. Da na na na.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yeah. To get this shit. High school didn't get good till I started making money off it. Used to sell Oreos and chips, Coca-Colas and the teacher trips, yeah. Had to keep my shit low-key or they take my money from me. But it was cool, I never acted like a fool, so when the weekend came around, I was ready to pound. What a wonderful world with trees full of green. Robbing you blind cause you can't see through the smoke screen. Take out the competition like it was Chinese, affecting your brain like the opposite of Lou Gehrig's disease, yeah. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. Used to hit the hot scotches with the homies from SKA. It's not a crew, it's a band and life is grand. Putting it down each and every weekend for our loyal fans, the motherfucking street mob, yeah. But since then I have digressed, putting it down in college so my life's not oppressed. You gotta be smart and find your own way outside of the block. Some people live by the pen and some people live by the Glock. For me, I'm just chilling, living my life, and I'll keep making music till the day that I drop. What a wonderful world with trees full of green. Robbing you blind cause you can't see through the smoke screen. Take out the competition like it was Chinese, affecting your brain like the opposite of Lou Gehrig's disease, yeah. What a wonderful world with trees full of green. Robbing you blind cause you can't see through the smoke screen. Take out the competition like it was Chinese, affecting your brain like the opposite of Lou Gehrig's disease, yeah. Dungeon Sec, representing for Cutter Hay.
Brother, hey.
It's all good. Dungeon Sec.
Distro elimination, I gotta keep the basics, gotta keep it spitting from the top of the dome. I don't wanna be talking about my fucking life. But here I go again, I'm going freestyle off the fucking head with the homies. Master Splinter on the fucking microphone. We gon' check the microphone after we get fucking stoned. Blown,
Hey, yo,
throwing out the
Graves,
trees.
what I'm about to say, representing to my family at home. This beat's about to fade away, so I'ma go acapella and understand me like Stella.
Shout out Dungeon Sec.
Que no la puede lleve sus plegarias, que susurre a su oído, que no la puede olvidar. Pide al viento fiel testigo que le lleve sus plegarias, que susurre a su oído, que no la puede olvidar.
cabalgan sin cesar, jinetes celestiales que nos quieren atrapar. De pronto a lo lejos un jinete repente oye una voz, la voz de su conciencia, como una maldición. Correr, 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 a todo galope, girantes en el cielo. Correr, 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 a todo galope, girantes en el cielo. se cuenta una historia, jóvenes guerreros, los hijos del sol. Cultura imponente de un pueblo hermano, gran sabiduría y un buen corazón. No tenía nada que dar y ofrecían su vida a su Dios. Su secreto en el viento quedó, arrastrado en el tiempo, la muerte lo guardó. Gigantes llenos de ansiedad, en un pueblo dormido que hoy ha de despertar. La raza de bronce le llaman ahora, antes de Tenochtitlan y ahora es México. La raza de bronce le llaman ahora, antes de Tenochtitlan y ahora es México. De ansiedad, en un pueblo dormido que hoy ha de despertar. La raza de bronce, la raza de bronce vive en mi corazón. La raza de bronce, la raza de bronce son los hijos del sol. Arrástrate hasta suplicar. Perturbaste mi tranquilidad, despertaste los demonios y con sangre pagarás. Sangre por dignidad, dolor, llanto, sufrimientos es el precio a pagar. Ya no hay más que hablar, ahora te toca pagar. Mi veneno mata lento, arrástrate hasta suplicar. Ya no hay más que hablar, ahora te toca pagar. Mi veneno mata lento, arrástrate hasta suplicar. piedad, arrástrate hasta subligar.
Bueno, seguimos aquí desde Los Ángeles, California. Estamos aquí en el Destino del Clan. El día de hoy es algo de rap y también va a haber algo como de ska cumbia. Así es que bienvenidos toda la banda. Ojalá y entren. No sé, los teléfonos andan por ahí activos. Chingón. Ahorita ya se está preparando la otra banda. más. Bueno, vamos a darle algo que quieras opinar, Sergio, algo ¿cómo ves esto?
Sí, pues lo que tratamos de hacer cada semana es traer algo nuevo, lo que viene siendo, ahorita pues estamos en el plan de lo que es ska, reggae y rap, ¿verdad? Pero ya, no sé, la gente que se haya cachado a Don Jensek,